Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You know, listen to the mind of an Terry's Moon, Flight boss, the Archangel Uriel, and Dolo here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now we're gonna talk about the moon sliding in Pisces this week. Well, actually, the moon just slid into Pisces. You know what I'm saying? The moon right now is in 2 degrees Pisces. Now, 3 degrees Pisces is the fixed star Fomalhaut. Now, the fixed star Fomalhaut represents the manifestation and the energy of the Archangel Gabriel. Now, Fomalhaut resides in the lower south aspect of the equinoxes and the solstice. So it represents the south location of this event and these awarenesses. So what happens right here, this is almost like the foot or almost like the energy that likes to play God. See, you have each 4 of the archangels, which each 4 run each location of the solstice and the equinoxes. Former hall of aka Gabriel be the south. The east be Archangel Michael aka the fixed star Aldebaran. North be the fixed star Regulus aka the Archangel Raphael. And west be me, Archangel Uriel, and you know what I'm saying, I'll be on the right side of things. You know what I'm saying? So right here I run fall. So my planetary energy created the star clusters that reside in the energetic space fields of Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, because I control the fall. You know what I'm saying? So I control the fallen ones, the fallen spirits in this solar system, this system of souls when they go through the system, the fallen period. So the fallen period, I run all the Western hemisphere, the so-called righteousness. So the fire, the flame. This is why all religions worship the fire. I usher in. I control the garden of the garden of Enoch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not the book of Enoch, the Garden of Eden. I'm the one with the flaming sword. I'm the one who control the TARDIS, hell realm, all the hell dimensions and all the hell realms reside in my area for the fallen, right? Then once they go through that transitional period as a soul going through a system of souls, solar system, it goes into the southern aspect, which will be this location down here, which will be Gabriel, which it helps you. You're dead now. It's the land of the dead. It's the winter time. It's the clutch of the dead and the transformation, getting ready to transform and be life brought back in that coldness, that vessel, which it leads to spring, which will be Archangel Michael. You know what I'm saying? Archangel Michael it's like and then it'll be summertime, ready for that to be transformed, where it gets real hot, and that's Archangel Regulus. So really, we control each spectrum. So it's really like Gabriel will be like God in the flesh of God. So anybody who got Gabriel energy would claim that they look like God, or claim like or would claim that they carry the emotions and feelings of God. Basically, Archangel Michael is on the east, so it's really like God's right hand. You know what I'm saying? It's really like God's right hand, Archangel Michael. And really it's more of a it's God's right hand. So it's God's soldier. It's the one that carry out God's duties and obligations. You know what I'm saying? Then you have Uriel, which is opposite. Me, I'm left field. I'm God's left hand. I'm left field. So it's things that go through changes, uniqueness, and radicalness, and left field and opposition. You see what I'm saying? So I'm dealing with these things. I'm here to tell you where you're gonna go if you don't listen. If you're not listening, I'm here to tell you where you're at when you didn't listen. Michael's gonna tell you where you're going if you don't listen, and where you're going is where Gabriel can help you rise above. But Uriel, I'm telling you that when you already there, this is the reason why you're here. Raphael can bring the energy to rise you up out of that. It can heal you because it's the north. It can take you from the south and rise you to the north. You see what I'm saying? So this is what makes Raphael the healer, the overseer. You know what I'm saying? The godship that's standing right next to God. You see what I'm saying? So That's getting into a whole nother thing. But right now the moon is going to slide into 3 degrees. It's going to carry all that Gabriel energy. But at the same time, the moon is in Pisces. So the moon, with this being that we in, and Gaia, the energy that she wants you to exude, is mutable water. Being mutable, being able to adapt to your own or other people's ways of dealing with the emotions and feelings. Now, this is the things that you need to react to. These are the things you should be responding to. Responding to the vibration of the room. Responding to the vibration of a person. Responding to the vibration of their emotions and feelings. And learning and seeing how you can relate your own or be relatable to theirs, whether it's an agree to disagree type of situation, whatever. Make it most harmonious as possible, as fair as possible, as relatable as possible. But at the same time, having wisdom about it, having knowledge about it, having wisdom and knowledge about this vibration, this emotional, this feelings right here, having wisdom and knowledge about it, putting meaning and reasoning behind it, putting meaning and reasoning and expanding your meanings and reasonings behind these emotions and feelings. And that's what's going to make it relatable, because we know Pisces is ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. So you bring those two together and you put that in the energy force of reaction and being able to respond to the realm of reality you in and the emotional stance that you in right now. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, because Jupiter is in Scorpio. So they're creating a trine. Now, Jupiter itself represents wisdom and knowledge and putting meaning and reasonings behind the experiences that you're going through. So that causes expansion when you put all those together. So what happens? So what happens right here? Jupiter is doing all that in the Scorpio mechanism of life, which is fixed water, being fixated on its own emotions and feelings. So right here, Jupiter is staying fixated on certain experiences that it went through. It's putting real deep, dark, and intense meanings and reasonings behind these experiences, whether these experiences involve a person, place, or thing, and whether these experiences are good or bad. They're clinging on to the good ones and the bad ones. And also Jupiter is coming to a situation where it's even having power and control issues over the experiences that it's going through, over the meanings and reasonings that it's putting behind things, and the wisdom and knowledge that it's getting. The wisdom and knowledge is coming from control and power issues amongst a person, place, or thing. The experiences that you're going through is being dragged into the deep end. You're thinking serious and intense, and you're thinking of the dark and the deepness of every experience that you're going through. So, AKA, any experience that you're going through, you're thinking about the negative things first, and you're trying to extract all the wisdom and knowledge out of what can happen negatively in these experiences, and you're putting negative or intense or control or power or deep desirable or deep wisdom or deep knowledge or deep desires. You're adding these aspects on your experiences. So the experiences that you're going through revolve around your deep desires, your deep passions, your deep motivations, your deep goals, and you're being transformed through your experiences right now by being in Scorpio. So all your experiences you're going through right now is transforming you in some type of way, because your experiences is wrapped around something that you deeply desire, or something that you or something that you're trying to control, or something that you're trying to, or something that you have power issues on. You're going through your experiences with these on your mind, and your experiences going to end up transforming you based upon the experience not playing out in the way that you wanted to play out. So it play out in deep, dark, and intense ways, and you're starting to see the alternative motives and the behind the scene realms of all these experiences that you're going through. So while Jupiter is becoming a trine to Pisces, this is going to be seen off you now. These are going to be things you reacted to and responded to and soaking in your memory in now. Your experiences. And the bad ones at that. The negative ones. The dark ones. The deep ones. This is what constantly that you're reacting to, responding to right now. And this is what Gaia is doing right now. This is the energy force that's going through. So it's like the moon is who you are, and your reactions and what you're responding to. And you're doing that, and Gaia wants you to do that in the Pisces way, which relating to your own or other people's ways with dealing with emotions and feelings. Now, by it has a gift, because anytime there's a trine, that's a gift. So now the gift of your emotional reactions and response and who you are has the gift of being able to react or respond or make part of who you are, and basically respond to your deep and dark experiences, your deep and dark wisdom and knowledges and meanings and reasonings, aka the wisdom and knowledge you extracted from negative situations, the meanings and reasonings you put behind the negative things that happen to you, because the experiences that you go through is in Scorpio right now. Jupiter is in Scorpio. You see what I'm saying? So it's a gift right now. So it's a gift for you to probably manifest probably negative or deep dark type situations in your life right now, or situations you may not have wanted to experience, but the reason you got into that experience in the first place is because something in that experience played out in something that you deeply desired, something that you deeply wanted, something that you passionately deeply wanted, and something that you and then when you got into it, it was something that was out of your hands, something you couldn't control, something that you ain't had no power over. So power and control struggles, issues end up coming about in these circumstances and situations that you're experiencing. So be very careful with your experiences right now with Jupiter being in, kind of lessen your experiences as much as possible. Try to only experience going within and being with yourself at this time. Try to not even be around a lot of people at this time until the moon slide up out of Pisces. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not a good gift. You know what I'm saying? Like see, here's the thing you have to understand. Just because something is sextile, a conjunction, or a trine, that doesn't, it's a sextile is opportunities, a trine is gifts, a conjunction is your powers, but that doesn't necessarily mean that those are good things. See, the only way you're going to know if it's good or bad is going to be based upon a description between what two planets is aligning with each other. You see what I'm saying? And when you got the moon trining Jupiter, that's not always a good thing. So it depends on the elements also. See, you got the moon in a mutable water, and you got Jupiter in a fixed water. That's not a good alignment. That's not a good energy because the moon and Jupiter is already kind of a shaky relationship. Then when you got both of them in water elements, that's an emotional element. So both of their emotions is going chaotic. When the moon emotions is going chaotic, the moon is already emotional. So when the moon is in a state of mutable water, it's already dealing with the emotions, but now it has to relate its emotions with someone else. So the moon likes to initiate and create emotions and feelings. It don't like to set aside and be passive with its own emotions for the sake of someone else's emotions. So that's kind of shaky for the moon. And then Jupiter likes to be in mutable water or mutable fire. So when Jupiter is in fixed water, see, when Jupiter likes to gain wisdom and knowledge, it likes to put meaning and reasonings to things. It likes to experience. So it likes to experience mutable fire because it gets to gain wisdom and knowledge on other people's ways of seeing and feeling about things. Or it likes to be in mutable water because mutable fire is Sagittarius. Jupiter rules that. Or it likes to be in mutable water, which is Pisces. So it likes to be able to adapt, be able to gain wisdom and knowledge on its own or other people's emotions and feelings. So that's knowledgeable. See, when it's in fixed water, it has to stay fixated on its own way of feeling and dealing with the emotions about the experiences. So when you're going through experiences, a lot of times Jupiter here, it can't gain no wisdom and knowledge because it's going to feel vulnerable to even reach out to anyone else who went through these experiences. So it goes through more experiences of having to sit here and figure out why it went through this experience itself, because it goes in and hide and brew it itself. And Jupiter can't gain no wisdom and knowledge because it can't see how other people understand and gain it. So how can it come to a broad conclusion when it's too busy trying to soaking in its own way of feeling about the experience? And that can dive in so deep to the point that start holding grudges in the experiences and shit like that and be stuck and be frozen in one spot. And Jupiter needs to expand. It can't expand being frozen and concealed and condensed in. You know what I'm saying? It can't do that. So, this is why Jupiter being in Scorpio and the moon being in Pisces may not necessarily play out in good natures. But for the most part, here's how you can make it in good nature. By allowing these energies to flow through you in a way of you using your moon and Jupiter the best way you can. Because the energy going to give you, react and respond and make part of who you are and react and respond to dreams, illusions, your creativity, your imagination, but also your wisdom and knowledge and your experiences and things that you put meaning and reasonings to. make sure you're reacting to these things right now in life and responding to these things by looking at making it part of who you are, because that's the moon, right? And the wisdom and knowledge and experience you're going to extract from it is going to be very deep, deep wisdom, deep knowledge, deep meanings, deep reasonings, deep meanings to things, because Jupiter is already in Scorpio. So you're going to be able to extract deep meanings out of things the more and more you react to your dreams, illusions, and creativity in your fantasy realm, and not be so absorbed and blinded by someone else's, and you scared to bring out your own based upon you think you're going to be vulnerable or think someone going to look at you crazy. And I'm tomorrow I'm going to do all the planet the energy of the weekly reading, but see, I could go on and on just by just one placement. I'm just talking about the moon and Jupiter. And there's so much shit that's going to go on right now. See what I'm saying? That's why it's hard for me to really do videos on transits. Because I'll be sitting in this chair all day. And I'll be having shit to do. Flight bus, bitch. Goddamn. And